closest thing that I've had to a Phenibut-induced supplement. So that's saying something. I think, quite frankly, this is the best sleep aid that I've personally used in quite some time. Welcome inside the FIHQ. I'm Fitness Informant founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye, back with another 100% honest, no bullshit supplement review. This time looking at a product category that I'm a huge fan of. It's a product category that's underrated because what it solves and what it's a solution for is something that we don't get enough of, and it's extremely underrated. So we're looking today at Somogen from Morphogen Nutrition. This is a sleep aid / fat loss product. Now, I'm not going to go heavy into the fat loss in this review because, quite frankly, it's not much of a fat loss product. It is definitely more of a high-quality, effective sleep burner, or sleep aid, excuse me. So today we're going to talk about this on 5 different categories. First, we're going to talk about it on its ingredient profile. Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Third, we're going to talk about flavor. Fourth, mixability, as well as show you a mixability video here on camera. And then finally, we're going to talk about value on this product. So, Morphogen Nutrition, a brand that I like to call the kitchen sink brand, meaning that Ben Hartman, the guy behind the scenes over at Morphogen, likes to give you literally everything in a fully loaded formula, and he makes barely enough money to pay his electric bill each month. So, Somogen from Morphogen Nutrition is no different. It is a nice, high-quality sleep aid / like I mentioned, potential fat-burning product that uses high-quality brand ingredients. We start out with 3 full grams of glycine right away. So, glycine's clinical dosage, what we like to see is 3 to 5 grams. The higher the dosage, the more your body can naturally secrete human growth hormone or growth hormone. So at 3 grams, what that's going to do is going to provide you relaxation, a solid state of mind, and deep quality sleep, which is going to help promote more growth hormone production and secretion in your body, which is going to help with overall recovery. But primarily at 3 grams, glycine is really going to help you achieve that relaxation state, reduction in anxiety and stress so you can fall asleep quickly and stay asleep while you're asleep. The next ingredient here is taurine used at 1 gram. So taurine, why is it in a sleep aid? Well, there are studies as recent as 2020 that says taurine actually has a sedative type of impact. Hence why they're looking at taurine as an inclusion in energy drinks because they're thinking it counteracts caffeine. Well, taurine by itself can help regulate electrolytes, and it can also help induce a sedative state of mind. So taurine at a full gram here could potentially lead to relaxation and higher quality of sleep. Zylaria, used at 500 milligrams. This is a new ingredient from New Live Science. This is a unique, and this is the hero home run ingredient in this formula. Zylaria is going to be dosed anywhere between 500 milligrams and 1,000 milligrams. We like to see that a full gram, and even Morphogen will tell you to take 2 servings of this if you can go ahead and swing it. But even at 500 milligrams, it's still dosed correctly. What it does, again, similar to some of the other ingredients in here, it reduces stress and anxiety, puts you into a nice state of mind, and keeps you in deep REM sleep. Very big fan of Zylaria. Again, like to see it potentially at 1 gram, but even at 500 milligrams, it works well. Now, MitoBurn is going to be the ingredient here from NMB Nutrition, which is essentially the only fat loss, fat burning ingredient in here. This is L-Baby. What this does is it mimics what is released during exercise. So it doesn't mimic exercise in itself. It mimics what's chemical that's released during exercise, which can potentially help with several different things: fatty acid oxidation, blood sugar regulation. So there's a lot of good things about MitoBurn, and we see it in a lot of different fat burning products. Now it's a non-stim, so it's not going to counteract all the sedative ingredients in this, but it could potentially lead to increased metabolism, better digestion, and fat loss while you sleep. I don't want to go on a ledge here and say you're going to be losing 10 pounds when you take Somogen. That's not the case. In fact, you can't even tell really unless you're checking the scale every single day, and there's so many different factors that can play into that. But it is nice to see an expensive quality ingredient like MitoBurn being used in a formula which claims it potentially could lead to fat loss. Apigenin at 250 milligrams. This is a naturally occurring, it's naturally occurring in fruits and vegetables, has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, which is really cool, but they've also done some research on it that says it actually has a sedation type of impact on the body. So yet again, another ingredient that's going to potentially lead and contribute to overall reduction in anxiety, stress, solid state of mind to get that deep REM sleep that you're looking for. Next ingredient here is lavender extract at 250 milligrams. So lavender extract has been used a lot in teas, and it helps relax people. And studies actually show that people with high levels of anxiety taking 80 milligrams of lavender per day significantly reduce those anxiety levels. So we're getting 250 milligrams of lavender extract here in this formula. Again, it's gonna, the biggest reason why we don't fall asleep now as a society is because we walk around with these $1,200 cell phones in our pocket, and we're constantly connected and thinking, and their stress levels are through the roof. So if we can reduce stress and anxiety to help us get to sleep quicker and to keep us asleep, that is absolutely key. And the last ingredient here is called saffron or saffron extract at 15 milligrams. Now, saffron, super expensive spice used in a lot of traditional dishes, specifically paella. It's from Spain. It's absolutely delicious, but it's not cheap. You can even go to your Costco and buy a little thing of saffron for like 20 bucks. So we like to see saffron dosed at 15 milligrams, potentially twice a day, or 30 milligrams total. It's at 15 milligrams here in the formula, which, again, based on the cost, I totally understand. And even at 15 milligrams, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get the benefit. Again, back to it again, it's going to help with mood levels. That's the biggest thing here, elevated levels of mood. This can actually help with several different things too, like PMS regulation and things of that nature. But really the biggest thing here with the saffron in this particular formula is the mood enhancement to help you get a better night's rest. So overall, the profile is very unique. It's different. It's not like anything that's on the market today in terms of sleep aid. Yes, it uses glycine, but that's pretty much the only traditional sleep aid ingredient that we find here in this formula. Zylaria is going to be a new up-and-coming ingredient. We're going to see that in more and more sleep aids as that becomes more abundantly available. Saffron, super expensive. That's why most companies aren't going to use it. Lavender, definitely traditional, but again, a very good, well-rounded profile for a sleep aid, which could potentially help with fat loss. Again, I'm not going to jump off a bridge with my name attached to that claim. Effectiveness, does this work? I'm a huge fan, or I was a huge fan, of the ingredient called phenibut. Phenibut was like a mushroom type of ingredient that was used in sleep aids. It's now been banned. It's not available. And I got great sleep with that. This is the closest thing that I've had to a phenibut-induced supplement. So that's saying something. I think, quite frankly, this is the best sleep aid that I've personally used in quite some time. So a nice formula, you get sleep quickly. Just make sure you're not playing on a computer, playing on your cell phone things right before you shut your eyes. Like, take Somogen, put your cell phone down, lay down, and get yourself some sleep so that way you can recover quicker, better, see better gains, and just everybody in your life is going to thank you because you're going to be in a much better mood with adequate amounts of sleep. So deep REM sleep, falling asleep quickly, this is a very effective sleep aid. In terms of flavor, this is unique. This one's called Honey Lemon Lavender. So they kind of do a little tea take on it, right? So using the natural notes of lavender, which you're going to find in this, adding in some honey and some lemon, it's a really tasty, enjoyable, different type of flavor. I prefer actually this in warm water versus cold water because I drink it more like a tea. So I put 8 ounces of water in the microwave for 60 seconds, put a serving of this in, or maybe 2 servings of this, and drink it more or less as like a nighttime tea, which is calming to begin with. The flavor profile, pretty similar across the two. I just prefer to drink it through warm water, but it's different. It's nothing like you've probably had before, but it's not bad. When you think lavender, you might think weird, gross. It's not gross. It is fairly tasty. In terms of mixability, this is a 7.7 gram serving size. We did 8 ounces of water, as you're going to see here on camera. The biggest thing you're going to notice, and you might be able to pick it up, you might not, but there's going to be little specks, dark specks of particles floating in the water. That is most likely from saffron. So that's not going to be soluble in water. It's a spice. It's going to be floating in there. It's a dehydrated saffron. So definitely something that you're going to notice. It could be potentially some of these other ingredients as well. You do see some light particles, but really the black specks is what stands out to you. It's not chunky. It's not chalky. You just may need to rinse out your shaker before finishing this entire serving size. But overall mixability still quite decent, quite acceptable for a dietary supplement. Finally, value, 48 bucks, 20 servings. Now, on the surface, that is a lot of money for a lot of people, right? So it's $2.40 a serving. You can use promo code INFORMANT. It's going to knock off 10%, which would knock off $4.80. It'll drop this below 45 bucks for 20 serve. Here's how it's going to be valuable to you. If you already have great sleep and you have no issue sleeping, then this is valueless essentially to you. Get your sleep naturally. But if you are someone like me, who runs 2 businesses, whose brain doesn't shut off, who keeps thinking all the time, Somogen is an absolute relief in my day, and it's absolutely worth $2.40 a serving. So this is really subjective in terms of your type of lifestyle and what type of sleep you get. If you suffer from insomnia or just have a hard time sleeping, because this works so damn well, it's definitely a value for you. So if you want to purchase this product when it's available and in stock, look below for a purchase link. Use that coupon code INFORMANT to save yourself a few dollars. Head over to fitnessinformant.com or the link below to read the full in-depth written review, which includes citations and links to studies which back up the claims of the ingredients used in this product. Follow us on social media channels. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below. Check out our podcast. It's called the Iron Union Podcast. It's right here on YouTube. It's also on iTunes, Spotify, and all major podcast platforms. And for more supplement reviews, rankings, news deals, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website or online, fitnessinformance.com.